Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, India's only daily television platform for small businesses. We bring you the right information to empower you, the SME entrepreneur. Tonight on the show, 3 conversations in focus. First up is Napnap Mat. On the other side of a break, Nearfit, and the focus on Roar tonight. Reports show that newborn babies transit from deep sleep to light sleep once every 50 or 60 minutes. And most parents of newborn babies say if that transition isn't smooth, then they're the ones facing sleepless nights. Our focus tonight is on Mumbai-based startup Napnap Mat, which through its product is ensuring rhythmic vibration so that babies get that much needed sleep. Mansi Chokse has this report.
Erratic and hindered sleep cycles of babies is the #1 parenting problem new mothers face. Babies are susceptible to wake up without finishing their sleep. While some babies get back to sleep on their own, the others require some comforting. A Mumbai-based startup, Napnap Mat, has come up with an innovative solution to ensure a sound sleep for babies.
I am using Napnap Mat in the night so that she's sleeping calm and even I can sleep with her. So whenever I feed her, I put her automatically on the mat, and then we put the heartbeat mode, which is very important for me, which I am using a lot, and then she sleeps.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Sameer.
My pleasure, Mansi.
Napnap Mat is a new innovative concept to improve the quality of sleep for babies. Tell us more about the product and what is the core idea behind this concept?
So Napnap actually is it's something that the parents needed. So if you Google, sleep is the #1 parenting problem in the world. We knew that the struggle is real for the parents. They don't have too many available options in the market. So we went to the science. We tried to understand how it was done previously, right? Age-old technologies of shush patting babies, swinging babies, taking them for drives are something that it's sort of difficult, and it's not very easy for the parents to do, and they do, of course, for the kids. But we understood that the science behind that was vibration and white noise, right? When you shush pat, when you pat somebody, it creates vibration, and shushing is white noise. Both together create a beautiful ambience for the baby to dwell in and to feel comforted. Hence, the result was Napnap, where we went deeper into the roots to understand and use those age-old technologies into a new format like the Napnap Mat, thereby comforting mothers. And so far, the journey has been really, really good, because as we say, a smile on a mom's face is what helps us to do things better. And adding that one extra hour of sleep, not just for the baby but also for the mom, is what we look forward to every single day. So it's been exciting.
Since this is a different kind of product which is using technology, it's making our lives simpler and easier. But then there are also repercussions of vibrations like radiation. How did you ensure that this product is completely safe for babies?
Very true. This is something that we get very often, right? Parents talk about anything that's new in the market. People always have some sort of inhibitions about it. But I think when we went to the drawing board, when we started creating this product, when we went to the research papers that were previously created, we understood that radiation happens when there is some sort of an external conversation between the product and a device in the cloud, right? Like a router has radiation, a Wi-Fi device has radiation, Bluetooth has radiation. But our mat, we wanted to keep it very simple to mechanical vibrations. So and imagine yourself sitting in a car, right? When you sit in a car, you feel sleepy after a while. That is because there is a very subtle, soothing vibration that you feel on your back, and the monotonous sound, the boring sound that you feel, the air or the motion, puts you off to sleep. The mat is using that very premise and putting it in the form of a mat that the babies can use to comfort themselves. So it doesn't have any radiation, because it doesn't have any device that's having an external conversation. It's pure mechanical vibration, which is calibrated as per mother's heartbeat. So the frequency and the decibel level are maintained in a manner that it doesn't affect a newborn, even a preterm baby for that matter. It is very, very beneficial for babies up to 6 months. And of course, we are constantly talking to our parents to learn more about the usage pattern.
So this is a product or any product for that regard which is using a lot of innovation and technology. A lot of resources are required to be put in R&D. So how did you allocated your resources, capital, time, manpower in R&D?
I think if you're creating a product, it's very important that you understand what effect are you trying to bring in, right? We were in a market where it's preterm newborn babies. So the responsibility on us was very high to make sure that there's nothing wrong that happens, right? The most protective we are for the baby. We're never as protective for anything else in our life. So understanding the difficulty faced by the parents, understanding the problem that we are trying to solve, we had to research for a long period. We did our research for almost 8 to 10 months before we even came to a version that's currently in the market. We had to work with doctors, we had to work with mothers, we had to work with experts in the baby sleep space to understand what are the things that may cause issues for the baby, what are the things that are not acceptable, and why our science works the way it does for the baby. So I think we allocated a reasonable amount of our finances towards research to begin with, because once we were confident of the product we created, only then we started getting into the formation of the team, the marketing bit, the conversation on social media with our community. So I think it's very, very important to manage your finances based on the market and the community that you're catering to.
Since we are talking about allocation of funds, let's also talk about fundraising.
Sure.
How was your fundraising experience?
I think in our mindset it was very clear that let's first put in our own money to create something that we believe in, right? Like just previous conversation that we're having. Very important for me to, and my co-founder Swapnil, to understand that we created something that is going to affect the daily lives of parents. Luckily, in our case, we found the right person at the right time in the form of our incubation center, Thinkubate. And it helped us to move that one step forward at a time. So you earn revenue, and whenever you need additional capital to build new products or to improve your team, to improve your experience, then I think you should always look at, there are people out there who are ready to fund. I think it's important that you believe in what you stand for.
Since you started with an incubation center, so let's talk about incubation process. How important is mentoring when it comes to starting a new business?
Mentoring is as important as your own confidence towards what you're building, because a lot of times when you enter with a belief that you're going to create a difference. Mentoring helps you to understand the journey that you have embarked on. Mentoring teaches you of how to negate problems, how to improve processes, how to build a better team, how to get things into perspective. So we have been very, very lucky in terms of having great mentors. My father is a huge mentor for me, and people I've met in the industry who have always helped us. So the good part of an incubation is that you just have to focus on your business. The rest of the things that you require are already given to you. So we were very lucky in terms of the office space that we received. It's a beautiful office space. We got a lot of HR support. We got the legal support. So like I said, it's sort of a mentoring in a different version. Incubation is pretty much like a mentoring zone for you.
Tell us something more about the product. What are the different features that you have in Napnap Mat?
So Napnap Mat is effectively a mat that mimics a mother's womb, right? When I say that, I say it with the science is that the baby, when it's in the utero, it feels vibration on the back because the baby is crouching a little bit. And the mat replicates the vibration that is caused because of the heartbeat and the blood flow within the body. So it creates that same soothing environment that the baby came from. So the mat helps them as a beautiful assistant to lead a normal life after pregnancy. The mat in general has 6 modes of vibration. The first mode is for a newborn or a preterm baby, which is very, very gentle, very subtle. The second, third mode of vibration is based on your family, your environment in the house. And the fourth mode of vibration we created specially for the mothers. So the fourth mode of vibration is at 255 hertz frequency, which is very good for an adult. And so it helps soothe a pregnant mother and a new mother's backache as well as leg pains. And the fifth and the sixth is what we call our magic vibration modes, which are the heartbeat vibrations.
Napnap Mat is creating a niche for itself in the baby products market. What is your brand building strategy and how important are online marketplace to gain traction for products like yours?
It plays a huge role. It helps small companies like ours to grow, to find an audience that is very difficult to otherwise reach with very little capital. More importantly, it helps us connect with the audience that's looking for it.
What are the future plans? So are you thinking of expanding your market to tier 2 cities?
Absolutely. I think every mother in any part of the world, wherever she is, we would like to reach out to her. Tier 2 in today's time is one of the biggest market in India for sure. And I think tier 2 is more accepting of new things that are coming out. Just because there is disposable income, there is more awareness due to internet and social media.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Sameer.
Thank you for your time.
Time for a break. On the other side, Nearfit and Roar. What are both these companies and platforms doing? More when we come back. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow, and tonight, Nearfit and Roar in focus. If your biggest excuse against exercising has been that you don't have the time, well, the time is running out for you to make such excuses. Ranchi-based Nearfit has that perfect solution for those who are struggling to stay fit. Pooja Jain has more.
To our understanding, Nearfit is an entirely student-led enterprise focused on making fitness affordable for youth spread across Tier 2 India. What led you to believe that there was such a need for a fitness marketplace in the first place?
So firstly, thank you, Pooja, for having me here today. So when I was working in the IT a couple of years back with Tata Consultancy Services, I found that the hectic work life did not allow me to go and work out. So I thought that it would have been so awesome if I could go only during the weekends and just work out like that, like let's say swimming only for 2 days. And I understood that there was a need of sachets of fitness. So when I came and started doing my MBA with IIM Raipur, I decided that this was one problem which I needed to solve. But I couldn't do it alone, right? And I was still a student. So I had to find more students who shared a common vision. And so I got in touch with Anand Pajbhai, who is currently studying in IIT Bhilai, Vinay Khobragad, who is currently studying in NIT Raipur, and Abhishek Kripal, who is currently studying in IIIT Raipur. So all of us came together, we shared a common vision that we needed to create these sachets of fitness, and so we came up with a fitness marketplace called Nearfit.
Well, tell us more about this vision. How do you ultimately sell a fitness experience? What's the pitch?
So the pitch is very, very simple. You do not have to buy the standard 30 days, or probably you also go to the gym, right? And you would have taken a monthly subscription or a 6-month subscription.
Precisely.
So our pitch is very, very simple. If you can't pay for that entire 6 months, you choose, it's an a la carte of fitness, what we call, or a sachet of fitness. You pay for what you use. So you only go during, if you are only going during the weekends, you only pay for that particular day and not for the entire 30 days. Because most of us, we take up a plan and we all know that how many days we actually end up going to the gym.
As far as we know, building a community has been a critical component of your growth strategy at Nearfit. So who have you partnered with in scaling up this platform?
Absolutely. So I understood that like 3 months or 4 months down the line when I started this, I understood that making a product, it's not a big deal, but making that community is very, very crucial for the success of any business, and especially if it is fitness. So what we did was we strategically tied up with Decathlon India, with Decathlon Raipur over here, and they are having a lot of events which happens very, very periodically. So what we did was, their events we partnered and we helped execute those events. We promoted those events. So it was a co-branding which we did with Decathlon Raipur for their events. Simultaneously, we also collaborated with Hayat Raipur and few other bigger organizations to organize Zumba events. So all these events actually helped us creating that vibrant community.
Well, beyond these traditional offerings, I think Nearfit is very well recognized for leveraging technology and for leveraging artificial intelligence in particular in creating fitness experiences. Walk us through how.
We understood that if we want to create a company which would be sustainable in the long run, we have to leverage the potential of artificial intelligence. I'm a huge fan of AI, and I truly believe that AI will change how we consume things. Just giving you an example. So our research and development team is working on a product which will help create a virtual AI coach. So while you are working out in your home, you do not need anybody to tell you whether that push-up was done in the right way. We would totally use computer vision and AI to tell you whether you are doing it in the right way. Simultaneously, like very soon, we have also started working on AI projects on healthcare, where we are seeing that how we can help in diagnosing diseases. So all the data, like so much of wearables, people are wearing wearables, right? Everybody is wearing wearables today.
Absolutely.
What can we interpret out of that data? That is, I think, will be the key to our success in the long run.
Having permeated the fitness market, it seems that you're eyeing the healthcare space next. What more can you tell us?
So I'm really fascinated by the possibilities what AI can do in the healthcare sector. We started off as a fitness marketplace, which is the current Nearfit platform that helps in selling fitness passes or the sachets of fitness, which I told you about. But we are right now in the beta phase of launching Near Health, another platform that will help in the early diagnosis of diseases. So that will be a state-of-the-art technology where we will be leveraging AI and analyzing a lot of data that we get from your wearables or from other devices, and help in identifying certain diseases and all those things.
And give us a glimpse of what the future of fitness looks like in this country. You know, your thoughts, your predictions, and what role do you believe Nearfit will play in this whole equation?
What we have to do is we need to integrate things. What do I mean by integrating things? So if you are wearing a wearable today, and if you are going to a doctor for diagnosis or for any kind of analysis, the doctor should already have all your data. So I think the next 5 years of the fitness industries for India is how we can integrate things together so that data and information flow can happen with various institutions. So I think we will become we'll probably become the first data-centric fitness company of India.
Thank you, sir, for your time. We wish you continued success.
Thank you.
Rise of a Rebel or Roar is a platform that focuses on issues specific to women entrepreneurs and advocating and finding solutions for those challenges. Leaders of Tomorrow caught up with some influential women, including Devita Saraf and Richa Chadda, who were there attending an event by Roar to understand what some of the biggest challenges faced by women are and how platforms like Roar are hand-holding and even funding women entrepreneurs, particularly those starting out. Take a listen.
I guess there's more women in every stream, not just in front of the camera, but more women directing, more women producing, writing, editing, and it makes a big difference to the overall industry. I think all women just need to realize the strength that they have internally and chase their dreams without feeling conscious or without feeling, like they can't achieve it, because women have incredible power and they don't even know it yet.
Be more aware and stop living in what people have told you, because people will always tell you to put yourself in a box. But look around us today, conversations have changed. People are talking to each other. Men are told it's okay to cry. Women are told it's okay to be a firefighter.
We are finding the need to connect. It's not that we're shy to say what we want, but it's really nice to be able to meet at an event like this where you mix a group of people together from various backgrounds that can discuss topics that influence and affect us all, and we all have different stories and different experiences that we can share. And what I really, really love is there's always room to expand.
If there is something that you're really passionate about and you want to do, don't look at your gender and don't hold back. I feel like if you have the passion and if you have the patience and the persistence for it, go ahead and follow what you think your destiny should.
If it's a male-dominated world, you should still go out there and kill it and do it, and and eventually I know we will rule the world one day.
Yeah, the future is female.
You need to learn to respect a gender, nonetheless what they do. Like, just because it's Women's Day, we get all this caring and passion, and we are like, I'll take you out today and I'll just be good to you today. And it's regardless the gender.
When people say men and women are equal, I don't think we're equal. I think women are superior. But the day men can pop babies out of their system, that's the day when I'll agree that we are equal.
First of all, I don't understand this whole concept of male-dominated. Like, people say, what do you do in a male-dominated industry? I say, I dominate the men. Why should we give so much credit to say that, oh, this industry belongs to you? No one says fashion or entertainment is women dominated. Then why should tech and the sciences be seen as male dominated?
We want Indian women, to start with, to have an experience throughout the day, take away good content, learn something when they're watching something on stage, take something back and learn something which would help them with their ambition, and let's call it rebelling, because like I said, as it is, we end up rebelling against so many things.
A lot of the panel discussions we had where women are now coming out and talking about just not what's wrong with them, everything that's right that's happening, or everything that's right that they've done. Those are the stories that we really want to hear, rather than what's wrong in the industry, in a particular industry, and why they couldn't do what they did. I think it's just a matter of stepping up, and women around are just doing that.
The reason why we started Roar was because I personally believe women are running two businesses. One is their home, married women, their home, and second is what they do outside. We are born as multitaskers. We are born to do things, multiple things at one go. So let's use our abilities. Let's use what we are good at.
That's our show tonight. If you have any feedback for us, here's how you get in touch. leadersoftomorrow@timesgroup.com is our email ID. On social media, Sunanda_J or LOT_ET Now on Twitter, Leaders of Tomorrow and ET Now on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.